getting it done.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back.
He has 6 points, also added a couple of rebounds. Looking at New York, they're definitely making plays as well. They're moving the ball well, racking up the assists. This is great team play. Danilo Gallinari playing impressively so far. He has 6 points and has gone to work on the glass, grabbing a few rebounds. Some great basketball in today's action from these two, as they've led the way in scoring for their teams. And that just about does it for us here. We'll catch you again next time.
Well, it's been a tight game as we enter the second half. Both teams going at it. Here's Williams.
Oh, man. Yeah, I just don't know about shit these days.
Season, like most teams in the East, took their lumps playing against the West.
Like, it just seems like,
and they
I don't know. Is it just me, or for those of you older folks out there, is it just me, or does it seem like the younger generations just keep getting, like, more and more, like, sucky? Like, I don't even know a better way to put it. Like, they're just like a bunch of lazy, spoiled pieces of shit, quite frankly. Like, kids these days are not what they used to be. Like, I remember back in the day, like, it was maybe like maybe 2 or 3 years after I started working at that place. We had, I want to say there was me and then 3 other kids. Four other kids. And we ran that place like a fucking well-oiled machine, you know? Because, again, for those of you who don't know, I'm a host at a restaurant, right? That's my job. And we ran that shit like a well-oiled machine. And they were younger kids, you know, like high school kids. You know, one of them I think was even like 16. You know, and we were able to run that place like a well-oiled machine. You know, even a couple years later, you know, fast forward a couple years, we got like another round of, you know, like high school kids. Again, same thing. We were able to run that whole fucking operation, that whole restaurant, like a fucking well-oiled machine. And then COVID happened, kind of fucked everything up. We've been short-staffed for a while. And every single fucking person that we've hired that has been under the age of 20, almost every single one of them has just been utterly pathetic or completely underwhelming, you know, in their, like, abilities to do a basic fucking job and follow basic fucking protocols. And again, it's working at a restaurant. It's not goddamn rocket science. It really isn't. You know, like, and it has its difficult parts to it, for sure. You know, I'm not saying that it's all just, you know, sunshine and fucking rainbows. It's not always a cakewalk. You know, there's a reason why we get paid to do what we do, but, like, again, these are simple fucking jobs, and, like, these kids these days can't even fucking handle it. It's pathetic. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the younger generations these days. They're all just so utterly fucking pathetic. Like, it's honestly depressing. Like, how are you so fucking stupid? How are you such a spoiled little piece of shit that you can't handle a basic fucking job? Like, it blows my fucking mind how stupid some of these kids are these days. You know, it's like they're always on their fucking phones. They're always wanting to take breaks every 5 fucking minutes to go out and vape their little pussy-ass vape pens. Like, really? I'm sorry. Anyone who fucking vapes is a pussy. Straight up. I'm sorry, but vaping is for pussies. Any man who fucking uses a vape is not a real man. Sorry. Saying it straight up. That's how it is. Anyone who doesn't like it can suck my fucking cock. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the younger generation. If someone can explain that to me, like, what the fuck is wrong with these idiots down in the comment section, like, I'd appreciate it, because I'm at a loss at this point. I got no fucking idea. Is it the educational system? Is it because our society is collapsing because of self-righteous idiots? Like, I don't even fucking know anymore. I mean, the younger generation is just a bunch of pussy-ass little fucking spoiled bitches. Like, honestly. can't even handle an honest day's work, not even a hard day's work. Like I was saying before, you know, like yesterday when I was recording, like, again, working at a restaurant, it's really, like, sometimes it is legitimately hard work, for sure, but, like, it's not even necessarily what I would consider to be a hard day's work. It is an honest day's work, but they can't even handle an honest day's work. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you idiots, you know?
Talk about winning a ring, you've got to be a dominant team.
I don't know. Like, every single person, there's only been, like, one person that we've hired, like, in the past year, you know, since we opened back up from the COVID lockdowns. You know, there's only been one person that we've hired who's been under the age of 20 who's actually been worth a damn. There's one other one that I think has potential, but we still have to see. And he's friends with the other 19-year-old that we've hired who's actually competent. You know, so it makes sense that he, you know, at least has potential. So yeah, that makes sense, but yeah, it's just yeah, there's one other, like, 19-year-old that we've hired. She's okay. Like, she's not terrible. I don't think she's particularly spectacular. I would say she's mediocre, you know, at best. She's not downright terrible, but she's not, you know, spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. You know, she'll call off sometimes because, you know, she's like, oh, I'm feeling too sore today. Sorry, I can't work today. And it's like, fucking really, dude? Back in my day, you know what you did if you fucking had some aches and pains? You took some ibuprofen and you suck it the fuck up. I once worked a shift where I was so sick, and this was pre-COVID. I once worked a shift. I was so sick that I could barely walk a straight fucking line. And I was still doing my job, still bussing tables. And let me tell you, carrying a bus tub full of dishes when I could barely walk a straight line because I was so fucking dizzy from being sick, that was kind of terrifying. But you know what? I rolled up my sleeves and fucking sucked it up because I had people counting on me to do my job and do it properly.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game.
You know, it's not about me.
He dumps it off.
It's about my coworkers who are counting on me to do my job properly. That's what it's about. And these people just these days don't give a shit about anyone but themselves, and it fucking pisses me off.
Overall is he's been able, Clark, to maintain that athleticism despite two major,
you know, but it's like, oh, sorry, I'm too sore to work today. Like, bitch, please. I fucking fractured my ribs and went back to work 6 days after I fractured my ribs. And it hurt like a motherfucker, but I did it anyway because, you know, we were already short-staffed and I had people that needed me to do my fucking job. So I came back to work in a, granted, in a somewhat limited capacity, but I at least still did something.
You often need about 2 years to get,
you know,
back
it's
to
like,
100%.
again, I fractured my ribs and 6 days later went back to work. So I'm sorry that your back hurts you a little bit. I don't give a fuck. Stop being a little spoiled pussy-ass piece of shit and get off your ass, suck it the fuck up, and do your job. I don't know. Fucking younger generation's just a bunch of spoiled little pussy-ass bitches, honestly. Fucking pathetic, man. Fucking absolutely just pathetic.
1:18 left in the third.
Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people these days. I really don't. I got no fucking idea. Yeah, it's just aggravating sometimes, you know. Maybe it's because I expect people to live up to, you know, my expectations, and maybe I expect too much. I really don't even think I expect that much. I expect you to show up and do your fucking job. You know, same thing. I wouldn't expect anything out of anyone else that I wouldn't expect out of myself. That's always been my rule, and that will always be my rule. Again, I would never ask anyone to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself unless it is something that I am incapable of doing due to a lack of skill or physical power or whatever it may be. Unless it is something that I am physically incapable of doing or lack the necessary knowledge or skill. I don't know. I don't fucking even know anymore, you guys. Shit's just all fucked these days. It's all just fucked. I know, I'm just a fucking ray of sunshine today, aren't I? That's me, multi-step, Mr. fucking Sunshine and Rainbows.
Outside Williams. Here's Jefferson. Another miss by Utah.
D didn't respect him from that distance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why.
I just don't fucking know
Here's
anymore.
Douglas.
It's like kids these days compared to kids even just a couple of years ago, there's just a huge difference
And here we go with
between the
Aaron
mentality.
Williams.
Kids these days just fucking suck.
No dice. And so this one is
Man, this is a close fucking game. All right, well, guys, that's it for the third quarter, so stay tuned for the fourth. And until then, peace out.